favoured side to kick things off, and that does give them quite a nice advantage.
Let's see though, Lyngby, they're gonna go for the fast day rush as Vadim, he will take down 2. Rinko will double up on that. Vadim with the third, and now it's only left to relax in a 1 versus 4, but he manages to find himself a quick double. So let's not write him out of this one yet. Vadim though will finish things off with a nice 4K.
Down to who can connect this initial headshot. And NATO Safex, his position's still so dangerous, but as Fasher drops, NATO has to be careful, and he absolutely isn't. Not checking his behind, and it's going to cost him.
Now 3 versus 4 as Rinko here will be in a really tough spot. He somehow manages to get the kill out of this one. But Relax will support Bird from Sky, or will actually refract him, as now it's on to the 2 versus 3. Rouse will find one more, and Vadim, it's gonna be extremely hard, but Rouse finds the double. Will look at Vadim, look at that. He was just asking for it, wasn't he?
Lyngby there, considering the disadvantage they were at. Now they look to try and level out this scoreline against a lackluster buy of Invictus, but it doesn't matter. They're trying to take some outside control.
Electro, he needs to be careful in this position. It's a nice off angle, but more and more teams have him landed. Vadim here wants to go for the AK, but Rouse, will he be ready for the re-aggression for the second player? And the answer, of course, is no. Laugh will find him. And now Laugh, he won't double up, but the
Flashes rain over. Not a lot of time for them left to work with, though. Only 30 seconds left on this clock. Killmatic's been tagged down low. Now they're trying to get aggressive. Invictus trying to jump the gun on the rotations, and Rouse is there to punish them for it. Killmatic follows the same fate, and that is unbelievable. I think Lyngby were planning to head over towards B, but as soon as Rouse went huge, they second-guessed it. They went back up towards that A site, and Electro and Laugh, they've been completely outmaneuvered. That is sensational from the day.
Afterwards on the guy outside, and the round just collapses.
Now as we go into this 7th, they're up against another full buy from Invictus, but it's right at the bottom of the barrel. They're down to all of their reserve cash. Laugh right now, a very dangerous man. That's if Lyngby opts to actually head round down to this B-bomb site. The third from Sky falls. The smokes outside have faded. And this is dangerous. Lyngby, they threw the wall of smoke. They were planning to cross this line for just a little bit longer, maybe deny this plant. It could be round over. Swings out, finds the first, looking for another, absolutely gets it. And that's it, no chance. Wait, what?
They are stealing rounds from Zeus because they were doing it on Inferno. Like, that was just his mark, really. And Fasher, he will find the early opening, but as I say that, look at the aggression coming in from Laugh, and they're not ready. They're not ready whatsoever. Killmatic, Vadim, there's the shutdown coming in from the side of Invictus, as now it's only left to NATO to try and save the round, and he shouldn't have a single chance to do so. Electro will punish him for the missed shot.
Now they go into round number 10. Lyngby, they've pulled out another investment. There's a huge gap in this wall of smokes, though. Fasher has to be careful. Just about manages to slip through, but doesn't actually want to get down secret. Instead, wants to take the gunfights.
And he will find the kill onto Vadim now.
Using this AWP like a shotgun, playing at really close range. We switch just before the shot fires off, but NATO is able to find it. Not had as much of an impact here on NUKE so far, but is finding these opening picks quite nicely.
You know, the impact of NATO with the AWP will be shown for me on the CT side.
Yeah, and I'd actually quite like to see if the economy supports it on this CT side. Maybe Lyngby even go for that double AWP setup, but Bird from Sky.
Every map that you play against Astralis is CT-sided because they're so clinical on the CT sides. But that's simply because Astralis are the goats of CT. Because of the map, it's a CT-sided map because the team that's playing it is really well prepared for the CT side of it. And now, Killmatic, oh, I was so sure that he was gonna hit the double. Now, again, a man advantage coming in. Make that 2 for the D's as Laugh. He will take down Bird from Sky, but
just peek up heaven and finish this one off right now. In the meantime, though, Laugh gone towards ramp. Wrinkle gets dropped, and I think that this should be round over here for Invictus.
Well, at this point, if you're Invictus, don't you just start questioning yourself? You're like, we were so confident in playing NUKE. We even got to start on the CT side, which, of course, even if it's harder to have a decent CT side, and at this point, I think what they need to change is maybe try and go for the initial aggression in the beginning, because it seems that every time Invictus allow Lyngby to get map control in the beginning, they're just getting completely destroyed after.
Absolutely, yeah, it really does lead that question. Laff, he's played a dangerous game as well. Going for these picks with this AWP, had he have lost it, work wonders for their economy. You see every man above the 5k mark in the bank, and that's a big miss from Laff, and it's going to cost him.
Killmatic, he needs to land some big shots here, but he'll get mollied off the position. They've pushed here, and Vadim, he's gonna be in just the best. He's just gonna be installed for the best surprise of his life here. Same goes for Renko. There is no way that he gets out of this one alive. Bird from Sky for the refrag, and now it's only kill
from Invictus, but once again, they've just been completely outplayed. And Lyngby, they just have a fantastic read on the situation. And then they say, right, okay, let's go back towards the A site. They get caught off in rotation, and all of a sudden it's back into a 2-on-2.
Oh, there's a pretty sick flash. Yeah, there's the preparations coming in from Lyngby. Even though Electro is able to get the first kill, which I don't think that he should be allowed to do. He'll get refract now from Relax. There's the preparations coming in from Lyngby, because Electro, he's been playing, I don't know if you have watched Invictus in the past like 1 or 2 weeks. They have played a lot of, like, they've played I think 2 maps on NUKE in the past week. Every time Electro has been playing this off angle, and Lyngby, they just know that he's there. Even if they end up losing the round, which of course Rouse doesn't want to do, he finds the initial peek onto that. Lyngby, they're prepared. They know how Invictus are approaching NUKE and how they're playing it. And look at that. Rouse just stopping by, Fasher doing the same to Killmatic. They're just going on the drive-through.
Yeah, they are just absolutely sensational at the moment, and we see so much talent on this side as well. Rouse has been hitting some incredible shots, and when you put that kind of young flair, the talent that comes with some of these players,
they're just holding everything. And look at that, they have that one cheeky player in Vents as Fasher. He will fall to Electro, and now this is the alarm. But look at that from Vadim, that's absolutely perfect from Invictus. And actually, they have their biggest chance in winning a round with their maybe worst buy for the last 3 or 4.
The only issue is if they give up this B bomb site, then they have no utility to retake it. Laff needs to put up a solid defense here. Trades 1 for 1. The number's still in Invictus's favor, but only 2 flashbangs to get back into this site. They need to win the gunfight, and right now they're being challenged and they're losing them. Wrinkle left in a 2-on-1, finds the first, comes into a 1 versus 1 situation. An audacious peek from NATO, but he hits the shot nonetheless.
Wrinkle is...
Yeah. It was just such a ridiculous part of the map that you could just sit and just swing out.
I agree, Lyngby, they should have this one. Of course. Invictus, oh, the bomb was denied. I'm not sure how even he managed to try and get the bomb down at this point. Lyngby, they're playing this so passive. They've just let Invictus go and have that A-bomb side, and now they can let them plant the bomb. Now they can play the 5v3 retake, and they have a kid to work with.
Yeah, it just shows the patience, the coordination here from Lyngby as, again, rather than diving in, trying to deny that plant, which they probably could have done. Instead, they say, nope, we're going to play this retake. It's a 5v3, now a 5v2. We can come in from all angles. We can overwhelm this one, and they do so beautifully. Laff tries to spam away with the Glock, closes his eyes, and hopes for the best, but he's not going to be allowed more than that 1-for-1 trade. Lyngby Vikings, they very, very comfortably, in fact, take the pistol round and put this...
Just back. Rouse will take the initial fight. He has the support of one of his teammates, and Rouse, he will follow up after Burp. Stay back and try and play the slow game, but Lyngby, they're going for the aggression.
I'm surprised Fasher even turns around, predicts that one, doesn't win the gunfight though, comes back into a 3-on-3, and Relax has got quite the weight on his shoulders, somehow hits a dink. That's pretty unbelievable. In fact, was it a dink? I think it was. Yeah, unbelievable. Laff down to 17 points of health. NATO now dancing around the edge of this smoke can level out these numbers once again. And this is at
this point, they have a defuse kit to work with as well. They have a smoke. And let's see, Killmatic here will find the first. And now it's on to the 1 versus 2 from Rouse. But Killmatic with the refract left on 60.
A single bullet separates Invictus from either a almost guaranteed loss or an opportunity to come back in. And it seems that opportunity has been seized. They do find these opening picks in round number 19. It's traded by Fasher, so a 4v4. But yeah, real firepower disparity here. Only the pistols to work with for Lyngby. This should be a comfortable round for Invictus.
Well, it should. Look at that. NATO just pushing all the way towards Secret and killing Electro. And now it doesn't look that easy for them because NATO, he will scavenge himself an AK. And look at that, Rouse will pick up Rinko. And this is just falling apart for Invictus. They're giving too many 1v1s to the CT Saslav. He will strike down Rouse. But look at that, Relax dropping the bomb and HUD. And now Lav, does he even have a chance in this? He needs to go all the way in HUD and retrieve the bomb. And the answer is no. Fasher will strike him down. That's going to be 13.
I'd say this buy definitely somewhat favors Invictus, but the lack of utility could cause them problems, especially as they're just
left on the T side. Only their AKs, only their pure aim. And so far so good. Qmatic, he will find the first, but Relax, he's still alive on site. As they will make their way down towards that T side though. Where is Bird from Sky?
Oh no, Bird from Sky still causing complications. The bomb is going down and it is allowed to be planted. So with the loss bonus built up, even if Invictus don't pull this off, they've got enough cash with the C4 plant to pull out some kind of buy in the next. But NATO trying to make this one happen, connects another body shot, but it's so scary.
He's playing with the idea of having a player in front of him, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Well, they've still got 5 full HP players to contend with and only 3 players to do so. Wrinkle does find the trade. Bird from Sky right back in the CT spawn, somehow anticipated. And all of the weight falls on to Relax's shoulders. But he is a strong man and he can put up with it. Rouse finishes off the job and Lyngby Vikings hold on.
Doubling things up here. It's just like, yeah, it's just so good. But Invictus, they're gonna go for the fast-paced A play. As so far, so good. It has been working. Man advantage for the T's, as they don't have any utility to protect the side though. And on the other from Heaven, Bird from Sky, he needs to check behind the bin. He knows that there's a player. Pat him with one. NATO and Bird from Sky. And now it's 2 versus 2, but Lav, he's got a game-changing position here. He will get the kill. NATO knows where both players are, but he will get overwhelmed, and that's gonna...
As the smokes go outside, they're not actually going to commit to the outside control. Instead, push into A, and so far, that's a mistake.
From Sky will get the first. Rouse as well with one. Surely not.
And if it does go Lyngby's way...
Electro didn't spot the CT towards
no.
Heaven. That's so unfortunate. And Relax, he will take down Lav. No way. It's a 2 versus 5. And they're on a NUKE.
Oh, wow.
It has collapsed. It has collapsed, and M&J, we